Rodgers, end zone's got his man.
Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers has time, throws, caught.
There was a time when Aaron Rodgers didn't just play football, he commanded it. Every snap felt calculated, every throw felt inevitable.
Rodgers avoids the sack, deep downfield, caught at the 35-yard line and going all.
Like Napoleon Bonaparte standing over Europe, Rodgers believed the game moved at his speed, that intelligence alone could bend chaos. And years later, for years, he was right.
Fake it to him. Rodgers still has it. He's going to take off running for the touchdown.
Aaron entered the NFL carrying a quiet rage. Draft night, humiliation, waiting in the shadows. The 49ers passed on him. Napoleon was the same. Underrated, dismissed, laughable to the old powers.
Aired out, down the field, pass is caught.
When Rodgers finally took control in Green Bay, it felt like destiny. It was coming. It was surgical, cold efficiency, no wasted motion.
In traffic, throws, and it is Holden for the touchdown.
This wasn't talent. This was calculation. At his peak, Rodgers terrified defenses. Not with speed, not with size, but with certainty.
Second down and goal. Jonnu Smith on the pump pad.
That spiral was gorgeous, like Ana de Armas in her prime. Multiple MVP-like seasons, historic passer efficiency, a Super Bowl ring that validated the myth.
Rodgers, 3 years after taking over for Brett Favre, does what Brett Favre never did do. And
this was Napoleon at Austerlitz. Outnumbered, outmatched on paper, victorious anyway. The league, the world bowed. This is where history turns. The moment when intelligence becomes arrogance. Rodgers stopped trusting systems, stopped trusting coaches, stopped trusting anyone who disagreed.
Myth, the former Packer who we told you about earlier. Yeah, Za'Darius gives him a little what, get in the weight room and whatnot.
Napoleon did the exact same. He dismissed generals, ignored warnings, believed instinct was enough. Great leaders listen. Geniuses who stop listening begin to rot. And that's the downfall. Rodgers wanted control, not collaboration. Audibles over play calls, public critiques, subtle power grabs.
Yeah. You know what his plan is? Waiting for Aaron Rodgers to walk through the door. That's why
so
he
that's
has
the what?
one plan.
Napoleon crowned himself emperor. Rodgers crowned himself philosophers, just a king, a genius, which he was, but he took it to the next level. The beef between him and his coaches were just sad. Like, they got in fights. Both believed the crown made them untouchable. Power breeds temptation. For Napoleon, it was endless conquest. He was never satisfied, wanted the next country. It is mine! For Rodgers, it was identity beyond football. Drugs, retreats, public self-discovery.
No matter what happens, if they win, fine. If they lose, cool. We talk about them losing, but we thought we were going to get a full.
The grind faded. The obsession softened. Football never forgives that. While Rodgers looks inward, the league sprinted forward. Younger quarterbacks arrived ruthless. Schemes adapted. Margins shrank.
The only answer to whether or not someone is underrated or overrated is to ask yourself, how are they currently being rated?
Napoleon underestimated the winter. Rodgers underestimated time. The belief in his teammates and his coach. Both believed brilliance would outlast reality. Every empire collapses at one unmistakable point. This is Rodgers' sacred fracture. It was the move to New York, the final conquest, the last stand. 4 plays later, silence, injury, collapse, exile. He was injured on his first play as a Jet. Napoleon had Elba, Rodgers had the sideline. Chosen moments ends here. Watch him now, the yelling, the frustration, the disbelief. Yes, he's playing great in Pittsburgh. He really is.
Into the arms of the Packers and Rodgers on the sideline. Well, what did he say?
But it's not the Rodgers we used to be. The age has caught up to him. He just fell out of touch with his leadership. This is a man furious that the battlefield no longer obeys him. Napoleon screamed at fate too. Fate did not answer. Legends are loved until they linger too long. The media shifts tone. Praise becomes skepticism. Silence becomes interrogation.
Aaron Rodgers is not Dan Marino, get to one, win none, so he's never in the conversation, even though people who lived through that era were all like, all right, Joe Montana's the greatest ever.
Napoleon was mocked in exile. Rodgers was dissected live. And then the brutal truth, Aaron Rodgers is one of the smartest quarterbacks ever, but wisdom is knowing when intelligence is not enough. You need help. Napoleon lost not because he lacked genius, but because he stopped respecting limits. Rodgers followed the same path. When the noise fades, only truth remains. Rodgers didn't fall apart because he was washed. He fell because he believed he was immune. Napoleon didn't lose battles, he lost humility. The chosen truth. Aaron Rodgers is not dumb in intelligence, he's dumb in judgment. Like Napoleon, he rose early, conquered brilliantly, isolated himself, felt like he was a king amongst peasants, chased temptation, and believed his mind alone could defeat reality. Great leaders adapt. Geniuses who refuse to adapt become history lessons. Aaron Rodgers didn't lose greatness, he's still great, but he outsmarted himself, and history is unforgiving to men who confuse brilliance with immortality. Aaron Rodgers could have been the GOAT. He just got to himself, was too crazy. And that is the chosen truth. Thank you so much for watching. Chosen Sports is at war versus ESPN, and we are fighting every single day to be bigger than them. So please, please subscribe and support our channel every day. It means a lot.